Hey everybody, Dalen Cossingham with Ronin Fitness. Today we're going to be doing an advanced arm workout. And what I mean by advanced simply means that these motions are for if you have already mastered the basics. If you know how to do a bicep curl on its own and you've gotten very good at it, these variations are more for if you're a little bit more advanced and have those down. If you don't have those down, I really recommend that you try one of our either pre-recorded workouts or one of our other live classes in the past that'll kind of allow you to kind of work the basics a little bit more. But if you feel like you have that down, if you've been working out for a while, you want something a little bit more challenging or different variations to some of the things you've been doing, that's what we're going to hit today. So today we're going to hit a lot of biceps. We will hit some tricep too. But today's going to be our first advanced arm workout. Now, before I go into that, I'd like to talk a little bit about nutrition. A lot of people have asked me lately, if I'm trying to grow muscle, how many grams of protein a day do I have to eat? And I think it's a great question. I want to kind of go over it with you guys too. Whatever your body weight is should be your minimal amount. For instance, myself, I weigh about 150 pounds. You know, I'm not a huge guy by any stretch, but that means for me to grow, I have to at least consume 150 grams of protein every day, or especially on the days that I've worked out or the days after right before, which for me, I work out almost every day, so I need protein almost every day. Now, if you forget it one day or you don't happen to meet it for whatever reason, not a big deal. That's okay. You just move on and try it again the next day. But the goal is to always eat your own body weight if you're trying to gain muscle that way. Now, with that being said, you also have to eat some amount of carbs too. The reason why is if I just eat protein all the time and I don't eat carbs, my body still needs fuel to walk, to run, to get up, to go to the bathroom, whatever it has to be. My body's constantly consuming energy. If all I put in is protein, my body then uses that protein as fuel. So it's good to add in carbs, some carbs, specifically healthy carbs, like fruits or popcorn is okay. But healthy carbs, when I eat them, my body will use that as fuel and the protein can go directly toward rebuilding muscle fibers. All right, so make sure you have some carbs in there and you at least your weight in grams of protein. All right, let's get started today. We're gonna start off today with something called 28 curls. These are my favorite versions of traditional curls, or one of my favorite versions, specifically because we get to hit every single element and every single motion in the bicep curl. So I'm actually gonna start lighter for these. If you guys have lighter dumbbells, best to start there. Doing these with something that's very heavy for you is gonna tire you out. You're probably not gonna make it through all 28. So I'm gonna grab my lighter pair today. And here's what I'm gonna do. So keep your elbows tucked in, make sure that you have those traditional curls down. We're gonna do 7 full curls. Once we finish those 7, we're gonna go 7 from the bottom, only up halfway. Then we go 7 halfway, up all the way to the top. Then we finish with 7 more regular full curls. So think of it this way, 7 full, 7 bottom half, 7 top half, 7 more full. And I'm gonna do them with you so that you can keep and follow along. I'll turn sideways so you can see. All right, let's get started. Shoulders back and begin. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From here, from the bottom up halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From halfway to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and full. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful, nice work. Go ahead and take those dumbbells, place them down, stretch your arms out for a little bit. Now, because we're doing things that are a little bit harder than usual, you get a little bit of a longer break in between. What you wanna do is your muscle runs on something called ATP. When your ATP drains out, you have lactate acid that builds on your muscles, tires you out. You wanna give your ATP a chance to restore. So the ratio that you should think in your head, especially if you're working out by yourself, is if it takes me, it's called a 3-to-1 ratio, which pretty much means it takes me 30 seconds to do an exercise. I should rest for at least a minute and a half before I begin my next exercise. Next one we're gonna do is going to be called negatives. For this one, you're gonna need a heavier dumbbell than you did on the last one. You're gonna need 2 of them. The way these will work is you're gonna do, again, a traditional bicep curl, but when you're coming down, you come down super slow. We're only gonna aim for 10 to 12 of these today. Biggest thing is coming down. So if I come up at my normal speed, it takes me 1 second to get to the top. I should come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the benefit of coming down is it's actually the coming down motion that grows and strengthens your biceps even more than coming up. Yeah, coming up and squeezing at the top certainly puts the muscle under pressure, but really keeping it under pressure coming all the way down is what grows your bicep muscle even more. So if you hit a point where your arms aren't growing, I really recommend trying to add in some negatives into your routine. All right, I think it's been long enough. Go ahead, grab your heavy set of dumbbells. I'm gonna grab my 25s. And the cool thing about these is if you grab something that's too heavy and you have to use your shoulders, kind of like I just did, to get them up, that's okay. Because the focus isn't coming up, it's coming down. All right, so here we go, let's start. We're gonna aim for 10 today. Ready? Let's bring them up and come down slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Up again. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Up. 7. 8, 9, one more. 10. It'll get pretty tough at the end, especially if you grab a heavy weight. For negatives, you don't want to grab anything that isn't challenging. For instance, I can do probably anywhere between 10 to 15 curls at 25 pounds, but it's very difficult for me to do them. This is coming close to my max. I can only curl about 30, maybe 35 pounds dumbbells in each arm on a good day. 30 is normally, around 30 is normally where I max out. I have curled 35 before, but 25 is pushing that 30 mark. It's a very heavy weight for me to curl. You should have heavy weight when you're doing negatives because again, the focus is on the way down. If you do that with too light of weight, it just won't work the same way. All right, we're gonna go into 1 more set of each, then we're gonna go to 2 sets of triceps. We'll come back and finish off with 1 more set each. So the way it'll work is 2 sets on the dumbbells. For biceps, we switch over to triceps for a little bit, do 2 sets there, then we come back to the biceps for 1 more set, back to the triceps for 1 last. All right, but go ahead, go grab your lighter weight. When you're ready, grab a little bit of water first if you need it. And again, we're gonna work our way towards 28 curls. I'm gonna face you forward this time, or I'll actually face you this way because I didn't face this way last time. All right, so let's go for 28 of them. Ready? And up, 7 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from the bottom halfway, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From the middle to the top, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the way 7 more. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful, nice work. All right, again, give your arms a little bit of time to rest, allowing them to really work themselves back out just a little bit. And then we're gonna go again, we're gonna go with 10 more negatives before we move over to our triceps. Really, again, because we're gonna go heavier weight, your muscles are probably a little tired from doing those 28s. What I'd like you to do is make sure that you're a little bit recharged, have a little bit of water, and then we're gonna come and hit the heavy weights pretty hard. So again, for now, just stretch yourself out. Again, loosen up your arms. You have about another 20 seconds. I'm gonna hit that heavy weight for the 10 negative. If you don't have heavy weight, that's okay. But what I would recommend is you going to grab some. But for today, try it with light weights as well. It won't give you quite the same result you're looking for, but it'll at least get you used to the motion of trying these curls in a different fashion. All right, here we go. Let's go 10 of them. And up and down. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one last one. And again, you can cheat on the way up because the focus should be the way down. Perfect. All right, go ahead, place those down. And we're gonna switch over to your triceps for the next piece of this today, all right? So what I'd like you to do is you're gonna enter what's called a crab position. Normally we do this, I do this one for beginners who can't quite do dips, but I found that it can be quite exhausting for those of us as well. What you don't wanna do is have your arms already extended and just lift your hips up like that. That doesn't really hit the back part of your muscle. What you wanna do is almost lean back so my arms and elbows are bent. So when I come up like that, it actually works my triceps. We're gonna go for 25 of these today. Really work the back part of your arm. But again, not just being here, make sure your upper body, my eyes can almost look evenly with the top of my knees. I'm leaning back, positioning my hands so that they're out to the side so that when I push myself up, it's all tricep. All right, the same for 25. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm almost rocking back. I'm rocking forward. 9 and 10. Almost kind of like you're in a rocking chair. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Beautiful. Good. From here, what I'd like you to do is grab your light pair of dumbbells. And we're going to start with a skull crusher. But what I'd like us to do a little bit today is we're going to come down, up halfway, down, and back up. Again, watch that motion one more time because I know this is a tough one to get down when you've never seen it before. Down, coming back up, but only up to halfway, back down and up. Think of it like 1.5. Or the way that we call these things in bodybuilding is they're called pulse reps. Kind of like you have a pulse, it goes boom, boom, right? So you're here. Do a half of rep in between before you come all the way back up. We're gonna aim for 12 of these today. All right, so here, come down, up halfway, down, 1. Down, halfway. Seven, 10, 2 more, 11, last one, 12. Beautiful. Come up. Go ahead, take those down. Our last one, you'll need your heavier dumbbell, but you'll only need one for the last piece today. So I'm gonna grab just one. What I'm gonna do, or what you wanna do with this one, is you wanna almost pretend that your hands are going to catch a football. So the football's coming at you, hands come out, I catch the football, and then I bring it in. But almost create that diamond in between. When I do that and I grab the dumbbell, I create that diamond, just like this, bring it over to the back of my head, and we're just gonna go down for, we'll go for 12 today. Ready? So bend your elbows and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Bring it back and we'll repeat the tricep set one last time before we head to biceps for one more and then triceps for one more. All right, so again, let your triceps come out just a little bit, let them relax. We're gonna have the whole thing one more time. Biggest focus with any of this, of course, is keeping your muscles under pressure and tension. That's why that we do any of these exercises to begin with, is because the more and longer that your muscles are under tension, the more they're gonna break down. When they break down, your body sends nutrients to come to build them back up, and they build up stronger than they were before. And stronger also often equates to bigger, depending on your testosterone level. But just because your body will make them a little bit bigger, remember, depending on how much testosterone you have in your body, for men, you're more likely to gain more size. For women, you don't have as much testosterone in your body, so unless you have some added testosterone, or you naturally have just them and tone them. But before we go into that, let's move back into our dip position. Let's go for another 25. Again, keep your arms here, weight down, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Should be a lot of burning going on bending back of those arms. Give yourself a second. Again, shake your arms out just a little bit. We're gonna head back over towards our skull crushers, will be our next movement. All right, but give yourself about 30 seconds first. Let your ATP restore, let your muscles recover, come back through. Also, make sure as spring comes about, make sure that you're going out and getting sunlight. I can't go over the benefits of sunlight on your health and just your overall mental well-being enough. You know, just getting outside, going for a walk, getting a little exercise, but also letting the sun come in and give you some of the vitamin D that you need. All right, let's move on to some skull crushers with the pulses. Let's go for 12 more. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. Again, go ahead, put those down. About 20 seconds, and then I'm going to let you go into the next one. Obviously, depending on what the exercise is, I'll give you a little bit more rest in between that. My triceps are definitely pumped, full of blood, definitely a little bit on fire, but I want to go to the next one pretty quick to keep that tricep under tension. All right, go ahead, grab your big dumbbell, make that football player catch behind you, and let's lower it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2 times to our tricep. We're going back to our biceps for one last set, hitting our bis, and then coming back and hitting our tris for one more set. All right, so this will hit both of your main upper arms on another day. A lot of great forearm exercises to hit that lower part, but for today we're just going upper arms on this advanced section. All right, let's get the last set of 28s going because we're hitting the other side of your arm. Shouldn't be too long of a rest. If you need a little water, grab some now. I'm starting in about 10 seconds, whether you're ready or not. All right, here's what I want you to think of if the last set. If you have found this workout challenging or difficult, which I know at certain points of it, I certainly have, think of this as the last set. All right, if it's tough, get through it. This is the one that matters the most. The first set is great, but you're fresh, your muscles aren't too sore yet. It's easier to do. This is the set where your arms are tired. This is where growth happens. This is where becoming better really matters. Isn't the first set, it's the third set when you're tired from everything else and you have to push through that fatigue. All right, so let's go. Here we go. I'm actually gonna go for the front this time. 28 curls. Ready? 7 full ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From the bottom to the middle. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From the middle to the top. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then all the way 7 more. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Go ahead, putting those down. Again, you get a little bit of a rest here, about 30 seconds. Again, grab a little bit of water if you're parched. Stretch your arms out a little bit if you're not. Swing them around. Just keep them loose and keep blood flowing through them. I'm not going with a whole bunch of stretches because I don't want it to affect how much you're able to lift. But we've got 10 more negatives. These are hard. And again, if you feel tired, you can use your shoulders and your back to get them up, but coming down has to be all arm. All right, this is the focus of negatives, that you can go a little heavier, sometimes even heavier than you can actually lift because the focus is coming down. All right, let's go with 10 negatives. Ready? Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Biceps have been completed. Grab a little bit of water, a little bit of hydration for yourself, and then we're gonna go do our last set of triceps. If for whatever reason you can't do it and you got stopped at 8 before you couldn't pull up any more bicep curls, that's okay. 8 is your number for today. Next time, try to match 8 again. Time after that, try to get to 9. Then match 9 again. Match 9 maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then go up to 10. And then finally match it. Remember, perfection doesn't take a day. Rome, or the quote unquote, Rome wasn't built on a day. It does take time. Be patient with yourself if you're not quite at the point where you can get all the way through it. This is all about trying our best. All right, let's head back down. 25 more tricep dips. Again, keeping my knees low. Elbows have to be bent. If they're already straight, this won't work. All right, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect, nice work. All right, give yourself a little bit of a break. 20 seconds or so, and then we're gonna hit our last set of pulse skull crushers. Again, for me, I've got a lot of blood flowing through my arms. I don't know about any of you guys, but I've always noticed when I hit a muscle group and I really hit it hard, a lot of blood flows in and out of it. All right, let's move into our tricep dips now. All right, or not our tricep dips, I apologize, our pulse skull crushers. All right, go ahead, grab your lighter dumbbells. If you find the ones that you have too heavy, always go lighter. If you can't, just practice the motion in the air. All right, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful, nice work. And we're gonna go with our bigger dumbbell in a moment, going for the overhead tricep extensions, making sure that you keep that nice football shape. All right, I'm gonna give it about another 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna go right into it. And the purpose of this, me going into it quickly, is to really keep pressure on my triceps a lot. If you feel that that break isn't long enough for you, feel free to click pause at any time, give yourself a little more of a rest, and then play. I'm going at a pace that's advanced, so even if you don't feel quite advanced, but you feel like you can get through the workout, you just need a little more time in between the breaks, make sure that you take that. There is always a pause button, and I'll still be here when you click play. All right, let's move on. Last 12, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful, nice job. Go ahead, stand up, shake your arms out just a little bit. All right, everybody, please, if you enjoyed this workout, if you enjoyed getting a great pump on, please make sure that you share it with going to gyms, have days where you're working and you the subscription is that you can take it with you anywhere. And I want to make sure I help everybody anywhere they need it. So please make sure that you refer people towards our subscription. I'd love to help out even more people. Also, make sure you check out some of our clothing and merchandise that we have there. It's some fly gear. Make sure you purchase some if you haven't already. Until I see you next time, don't stop until your good has become better, has become your best. This is Dalen Costingham, signing off.